Arriba! Ra, 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 ra.
Uno, dos, tres.
El fútbol.
El fútbol me gusta, bonito, te quito. Oh, angelitos, mueve tuisito. Oh, oh, bonito, bonito, fuecito. Oh, oh, bonito, divito, guilito.
El fútbol es una deporte, un fútbol es una deporte, el fútbol es una deporte, el fútbol es una deporte. Bienvenido a la el fútbol, el detas, la la la. El fútbol es bueno, es muy bien. And that is the song. ¡Wow! Ven, el fútbol es una deporte, el fútbol es una deporte, el fútbol es una deporte, el fútbol. Deporte.
Fútbol.
Sí.
Me gusta.
Oh, me gusta.
No?
No, me gusta.
14.
Ah, por favor.
No. Je sais. Un football est très, très good. Très bon.
Muy good.
Oh.
El fútbol es un deporte por la chicos en la biblioteca para el grande burrito y un chimichanga.
¿Cómo se va?
Sí, es un muy malo por... Tengo muchos gatos.
Ce soir, j'ai mangé un bébé.
Ah, oui.
Ah.
Jacques d'or.
Jacques.
Ah. El fútbol es un deporte, 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 el fútbol. Es un deporte, el fútbol. Sí, bien. Por favor.
Hello.
Hello.
Listeners. How are you?
How is everyone? I hope everyone is feeling as bilingual today as I am.
Oh, yes, we're learning so many new words.
Yes, D. Janus and I, we spent the week on the run after our encounter, which I'm sure all of you remember from last week.
Yes, you got the transmission, right? You were listening to
hopefully.
WM and you heard the assassins come in, correct, right?
Hopefully everyone heard that, because it was quite an adventure, but it was also very traumatizing, and I really don't want to relive it, so
yes.
We're not going to talk about it ever again.
Even though it was perhaps our most interesting and engaging adventure yet.
I would think so. I would think anyone who missed that is out of luck.
Completely out of luck, and we apologize if you did miss that.
Because living that was horrifying. Even though we were able to pull through. But I would imagine that listening to it was quite entertaining.
Oh, yes, I'd have to think there were several comedic moments. There were even some tender moments.
Yes, a lot of emotions going on, just in general.
Yes, a lot of different things just circulating. There were physical things going up and down and left and right.
There are also mental things and spiritual things just all over the place.
There were so many things, but the fact of the matter is that We're okay.
We are okay. We did have to spend a little bit of time in Mexico last week.
Yes.
As I'm sure all of you are fully understanding, the events of last week obviously led us to have to spend time in Mexico.
Of course.
And so we picked up a little bit of El Español while we were down there.
Yes. Oui.
Yeah. We're still working on it, but I think we got a pretty good grasp of the language down.
And now we're back here. We are back. We are safe for the time being in Dublin.
Yep, we.
That's Spanish for the name of our radio station.
How do you spell that?
Well, quite complex, but I believe there are several umlauts.
Wow.
Several umlauts, as well as, is it called a tilde?
I think you're right.
It's like umlaut, tilde, umlaut, tilde, ASDFJLKH semicolon
That's
question mark. Because in Spanish they have the upside down question
You're
mark
right,
and
you're
then
right.
the right side up question mark.
It's a very complicated language, Spanish.
Yes.
But yeah, so we are back now to fully satisfy all your listening.
We hope you're ready to
needs.
be satisfied.
We are ready. If you're ready.
We're all about satisfying our listeners
Of
on
course.
Football is a Sport.
Satisfaction is one of our main goals here. You know, we try to entertain, we try to inform, but we also try to entertain. And I think the main form of satisfaction comes from entertainment.
Yes, and football being a very entertaining game.
Very much.
In addition to hopefully us having entertaining moments with you, entertaining moments with each other. Entertaining is a lot like exploring. And so we can sexually explore with each other sometimes. We can sexually entertain, or we can do it completely platonically and
Yes.
have just as good of a time.
It can be asexual entertainment.
Yes.
That's very possible. So,
Are you ready to be satisfied and entertained,
I hope
listeners?
so.
If you're interested in satisfaction and would like to hear about satisfaction, feel free to call us.
yes, if you would like to talk about satisfaction or to talk about how satisfied you are.
Yes,
Or to give us tips on how to satisfy you.
Or would you like to talk about satisfaction?
Yeah.
Where you're like, I am as sad as a fraction today. You know, initially I thought I was, going to be over it.
Yeah, or if you would like to talk about Brad's faction.
Yes, Brad is faction.
Brad's the section of people, his faction that he's put together.
Yes.
If
Thank
wanna
you,
talk about that.
Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
New addition to our crew.
Yeah, he's working sort of side by side with Crew Manning. He has his own faction.
He's
of
getting quite a fan base, but Crew Manning, he just does a great job.
Of
Brad
course.
is going to have to work a little bit harder.
He
but
will.
I think he'll get there.
I think so. He seems like a nice enough guy,
Yes.
and I think he'll satisfy our needs just as we are attempting to satisfy your needs. So you can call us in. What was that number, DJ?
The number is the number is 301 314 6565. So for those of you who don't speak
Who are not
Spanish,
bilingual.
you can call us up at 301 6565.
We're still learning.
We are still
It's a
learning.
work in process. But you know, it's where we try to teach you, and a part of being able to teach you guys as listeners is to make sure that we're informed.
We need to learn ourselves
Yeah.
because we're all about learning. In
We have
addition
to
satisfaction.
keep up to date with all the facts, all the stories, all the different languages, because you know, we're by only speaking in English, we're cutting out a very large section of a potential fan base.
It's true.
And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we can get our words out to as many people as possible.
Football is a worldwide game.
Yeah.
Whether you believe it is a sport or not sport, the unequivocal belief is that football is played all around the world by
Yeah.
people with all different languages, all different backgrounds, and we need to appeal to every single one of them.
Yeah, it surely is. While we were in Mexico, we met a famous Mexican football player called El Fútbol Grande.
Ah, El Fútbol Grande. Yes.
Which I am told translates to the big balls. That might not be literal. But we played some football with him while we were down there. We were tossing our ball around. We brought a ball because we were traveling. Of course, we're going to bring a football to spend just pass time, pass
put
balls.
it in our receptacles and.
Yep. And he saw that, and he came over to us, and he said, "Hola, me llamo El Fútbol Grande. Me gusta el fútbol." And, of course, at the time, we didn't know anything that he was saying because we hadn't learned any Spanish yet.
So we just said, yes, I agree.
Yeah, we were very amenable to whatever he was saying. But then, over time, we got to know him. We got to play some football. He taught us a little bit of Spanish. And we're, I would say, quite close friends with him now.
Yes. He has even promised to become a fan of our Facebook page.
Yes.
Which is facebook.com/footballisasport. And he very well might be. That is the level of comfort we are on with him.
Yeah, we're very close. We're on first name basis with him. We usually only refer to him as L.
Yes. And he usually refers to me as D. And what does he call you?
Oh, well, he still uses my full name. But he refers to me as Two Burrito Jones.
Two Burrito Jones.
Yeah.
Yes. Always been your name.
Always has, always will be.
Yes.
Anyone who says that it was ever anything else is lying.
Complete liars.
But yeah, he uses my full name because he likes it so much. He thinks it's got a certain charm to it.
And I do agree. I do think the burrito part of the name really rolls off the tongue and out into the airwaves for all of our listeners.
Yes.
If it was anything else, I wouldn't know how to say it.
No one, yeah.
It just would be too confusing. It wouldn't feel right.
For sure.
El Grande.
But yeah, our time in Mexico, I would say, really, really opened my eyes up to some of the different, cultures that are out there.
Oh, absolutely. The crackers are slightly different. The water is a little bit murkier.
Yeah.
Some of my vaccinations that I don't need, where we are at the studio, they ended up kicking in and saving me from life-threatening hepatitis.
Yeah, that was quite a scare.
It was.
Those couple days. I was worried I was going to lose you, DJness.
And I was just waiting on the verdict. I was saying, do I have hepatitis or do I not have hepatitis? And it was just a matter of waiting and waiting and waiting. And so I watched some football. I played some chess. I wrote a few poems. I thought to myself about the state of the universe. And then I looked down and I saw a piece of parchment from pediatrician. He ended up sending it over, and it said, "No, you do not have hepatitis."
Well, that was great. When we heard that, there was much celebration. We went out, got some tequila.
I mean, even though he's not a real pediatrician,
we still can take him at his word, I think.
We still can take him at his word. And the fact that he knew I didn't have hepatitis,
yeah,
without even testing me, without even knowing anything about my condition, but he knew.
From all the way in a completely different country, he knew. And he was right, because you survived.
Yes, as far as I know. Yeah. DJness is hepatitis-free Janus.
Yeah, luckily it was just some really bad gas.
Yes. Just some very, very bad gas. And that is slowly alleviating itself.
Yes. In pieces and doses, it's slowly working its way out of your body.
Slowly phasing out.
Yep. There's part of it. Sort of all just flows out in segments. That was a bigger one than they usually are.
Oh, yes. Well, it's the carbonation inside of me.
Right. Yeah.
But I feel nice now. I feel very comfortable. I feel very relaxed.
It's good. Yeah, it is certainly nice. It's nice to be back in America. It's nice to be back in the studio. Our orbiting studio here. And it's also nice to not have the threat of the assassins looming over us anymore.
It's true. As far as we know, they are not coming back.
Yes.
I don't know if that means our business with the fated gold emblem is done or not, but
I would imagine it's not. I would imagine, I'll hope that it's done. Although it would be nice to talk to Legal Sir again. He's a nice enough guy.
That's
Seems
true.
like.
That's true.
And it'd be nice to check in with him and his lady friend.
Well, maybe we can do that in a little bit, just to see how everything
just check
is.
up on him. Yeah, we can call him up.
Because as far as we know, those assassins are taken care of, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, well, I know, and everyone who was listening last week for sure knows.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, so many inside jokes from last week.
I pity anyone who wasn't listening.
Yes, frogs.
I forgot about that.
I know.
Oh, man.
But seriously, frogs.
Frogs.
I mean, yes, like right in the bunker. Oh, what was that? What was that? They were just the frogs. They were up in the bunker, and they looked at you. And what did they say to you? What did they say to you? They were,
going up.
Oh
man, those frogs.
Oh,
it's a shame what happened to them.
Yes, it is.
Oh man.
Oh, just inside joke up on inside joke grinders.
Oh man.
Oh, did they just they sliced up? They just sliced up the prosciutto.
Yeah. Man, there was cottage cheese everywhere.
I could not believe it. But at the same time, maybe we should put that in the past. Let's leave the past in the past.
Of course, the past is the past. Although those were some pretty funny inside jokes.
Yes.
Maybe it's time to move on. We can spawn some new inside jokes on this new episode.
Very true. If you have any inside jokes for us,
yes, please call in. Let us know. Or maybe leave us a little message on our Facebook page.
We would love to hear from you.
We would indeed.
And only you. Just specifically you.
Yes,
Nobody
you.
else. Only you. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah. Take a look around. See all those people that are around you. Even those maybe unseen people that might be hiding in your proximity. We don't want to hear from them. We only want to hear from you.
Only you. Now maybe let's do a little prayer. Maybe.
Yeah, let's do it.
Since we're back, since we are safe, since we are alive, since we're going to move forward with the power of football, maybe let's channel our spirituality.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So let's see. Thank you.
Thank you, Foot God.
Thank you.
Thank you, listeners.
Thank you.
Thank you, frogs.
Thank
you. 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 You.
Very tasty, yes indeed. Yes.
Forever and ever in the grassy fields of Foot Heaven. Hut hut.
Thank you.
You. It's a good prayer. I feel spiritual now.
I do feel very connected. As is usual the case when we pray, when we connect ourselves spiritually.
Yeah, it is nice. It's my duties as, the prime minister of footballogy.
Yes,
the top-ranking minister. They've been a little lax recently. The religion is spreading, and I have some people working for me to spread the word by themselves. I have a whole network sort of being built up. There's some churches being built around the world. I actually got El Football Grande to agree to build a church down in Mexico.
Yes, that was amazing. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Did the hammer.
Oh man, what a hammer. What a hammer. But yeah, he was nice enough to agree to that, and I got churches popping up all over the world. So I haven't I haven't really had to do quite as much with the religion as I had to do, in months past, where it was really me striking out on my own to try.
Striking like with a hammer.
Yeah. I was hoping you would catch that.
Usually on Football as a Sport, we usually don't like to laugh at our own jokes because we feel it kind of breaks character a little bit, and we don't like to do that. But that was so funny.
Yeah. Man, what a week it's been. But anyway, it's sort of, I still have my spiritual connection with the foot god, and I still feel very close to the religion as a whole, but I feel like I've been not dropping my duties, but
more like plopping your duties.
Yeah, my duties have felt a little plopped recently, and I don't like that so much.
Plop,
yeah,
plop,
just plopping
plop,
on out.
Plop, 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 plop.
And anyway, it's just nice to do another prayer.
It's nice to have a very smooth duty, as opposed to
You're right.
kind of these sporadic plops. There's something that feels very hard and cold about them, as opposed to just whoosh, just that smooth, that smooth exit from our mouths and entry into
with
our
sort of
souls.
a kind of.
Oh yes, exactly. And then we get that splash of light, that splash of energy that comes back.
Yeah.
It's good to have a smooth duty.
It is nice. Yeah, my duty for the first couple months of the religion, my duty was pretty rough. And tough. But it's been much smoother recently, even if it's been sort of smaller.
Well, it's not the size that matters.
No, that's true.
It's about the execution. It's about how it leaves you and enters you.
It's
once
just about
again.
it's about getting it out there and just letting it fall where it may.
Yes, wherever it may. Speaking of falling, or maybe flying.
Yeah.
It appears we have received a message from our friend. I don't know if they were our friends. We got into quite a tiff with them last time. But the curling team, the Flying Saucers.
The Flying Saucers.
They have sent us a transmission from space, and perhaps the football curling match is still happening sometime soon, so maybe this is them preparing, maybe this is them taunting us. We don't know.
Yeah, I guess let's find out. See what the Flying Saucers have to say.
Let us see. Let us bring up the message. Here it is. It's right next to umlaut.
Oh, great.
All right, let's take a listen.
Transmission beginning in 3, 2, 1. Hello, pathetic Earthfolk. This is Flying Saucer from the planet of Flying Saucers. I'm speaking to you from the first ever Curling Flying Combine, where we have assembled the most terrific curlers in our galaxy. Whilst here, they will be judged by the criteria of disc jockeying, disc press, hoverboarding, discotheque, 40-yard controlled slide, the roundabout, Bordelaise saucer, the hair curler, the verticurl jump, magic and sorcery, ice dancing, and the circle jerk. Once the participants' curling abilities are properly estimated by our mathematical system of evaluation, Calculus, our team of curling masters will be revealed, and the fate of the non-sport football is so certain to be sealed.
Wow. That was quite a combative message.
Yes, that was quite a taunt.
Yes.
They believe that the saucers have so many skills. That was a lot of skills that were named.
A lot of things to be testing them for. I don't quite know that all of them are necessary, but I guess they got to use their own judgment system.
Well, I guess we never really resolved this, but are we playing football or curling during this game, or is this some sort of unique hybrid?
I was under the impression that it would be a hybrid, because I don't think it would be quite fair for either team to have to go into a sport that they're not quite comfortable with.
But football is clearly the superior sport.
Well,
Wouldn't you say so?
Of course I would say so, and I think our friends or our rivals over at Flying Saucer Planet would disagree. But regardless of its superiority as a sport, I don't quite think that it would be fair for these saucers, these curlers, to go up against such a great team as the football sports in a game of football, because they don't play football there. They've made that quite clear that they see it as inferior.
Well, now that you do say that, that is a fair point.
And of course I'm sort of playing against myself here, because I want to see the sports win. I want to see the football sports win. I want to see them beat the saucers, but I want to see it be a fair and clean match. I don't want to see the sports just dominating over the other team, because it doesn't really prove anything. And at the same time, I don't want the sports to be crushed in a game of curling against the Flying Saucers.
That would be quite devastating. I do agree that any sort of blowout would be very frustrating for the other side.
Of
and
course.
As much as we would like to assert our superiority over the Flying Saucers, it should be something fair.
It should be.
I wonder how we can construct rules in order to incorporate elements of both. Especially with all the recent post-shutdown changes in
There have been
football.
a lot of changes.
We don't know what changes have taken place in curling, but who has followed curling in recent memory?
Well, who could we call?
I don't know. Well, now that you mention it, didn't we one time talk with the spirit of curling?
We did talk with the spirit of curling, but I think that had nothing to do with the sport of curling.
But the title, don't you think the title says anything?
We could, maybe. They might know. Maybe they would know someone who could get in touch with.
That's also true. Maybe the spirit of curling was not a curling expert, but it was a networking expert.
That's very true. They seemed...
That helped us, exactly, find someone to talk to for our needs.
They
It's almost
seem
like
quite
an
knowledgeable.
operator of sorts.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Why not? We can give them a call. See what they have to say.
All right, let's do that. Let's bring up the cellular device. I'm using my cellular device this time because my larger telephone material, it was left back in my quarters.
Oh, that's a shame.
My Mexican quarters.
I believe they're
So
called...
at some point we'll try to get them back.
I believe they're called El Corteros.
Oh, wait, I thought they were called pesos. My Mexican quarters?
You might be right.
I'm not sure, though.
I'll talk to...
I think we are still learning.
Yeah, we are. I'll talk to El Football Grande about it later. See what he says.
Let's see. Let's find... Oh, here we go. Here's the cellular device. Let's see. Why, hello.
Hi, is this Spirit of Curling?
Hi, yes it is. How are you?
Wait, hang on. Jim?
No,
No? Okay.
It's Spirit of don't
Spirit of Curling. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Oh, now that you mention that, Jim, I was thinking about Jim the other day.
Where are you now?
Have
you talked to him?
Oh, I haven't talked to Jim in a long time. Ever since, Jim was trying to take down the sport of football.
Right, ever since he turned out to be
Which
evil.
I was frankly okay with because of, I am the spirit of curling. I believe that curling is superior.
Really?
As a form of stationary and
Oh.
as a, game that you might play with all your friends. But I really did. I was thinking of Jim Jeans. I was thinking about him a lot. And I was missing him. I was missing his soft touch. I was missing thinking about him. I was missing being with him. I was missing doing photo shoots with him. I was just missing You know what? Wait, who are you again?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Two Burrito Jones. I'm calling from Football the Sport on WC du Jour. We were hoping that we could get some information on curling, and we weren't sure that you would be the right person to talk to, but we were hoping you could maybe give us some information.
Well, I am the spirit of curling.
You are, which is why we thought maybe you'd be the person to talk to.
Well, I can help you with some information, but if you could do me just a little favor, since I'm kind of feeling a little down in the dumps now that you mentioned Jim.
Okay,
would you mind doing me a favor?
All right, fine. What do I have to do?
So, I just wanna.
Is this gonna be like those things I had last time?
I wanna relive a moment.
Okay, great.
I wanna think. I wanna think back. I wanna relive a moment. I
think I know where this is going.
I'm thinking about the last conversation I had with Jim. The last one before he went off to thwart football.
Well, to be thwarted.
To be
by
thwarted.
Football.
Yes. As far as we know, he's gone for good.
As far as we know, are you? You don't know anything about.
Oh no, I haven't been in touch with him.
Okay.
Ever since. That's why I want to relive this last conversation. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to be me, the spirit of curling, and I'm going to be Jim Jeans, and we're going to relive our last conversation.
You want me to be you? Why don't you be you and I be Jim?
No,
you know what? Let's do it your way. You're right.
Oh, all right. Let's do it that way.
All right.
So let's begin when I say the magic word.
Okay, what is the magic words?
The magic words. Jeans.
All right, was that you saying the magic words?
Jim Jeans? Oh, no. Jim Jeans.
Okay. Hello.
Ah.
Hi there, cutie.
Hi.
Hi there, cutie Jim Jeans.
Oh, Jim Jeans.
You know, Jim Jeans.
Ah.
I sure do love your jeans and your Jimminess.
Jim Jeans. Hi.
Jim, where are you going, Jim?
I'm a Jim Jeans takedown sport of football. Jim.
Well, I sure wish you would not do that, and you would help out Two Burrito Jones because he needs some help right now.
Well, you know what? Two Burrito Jones. Oh, I remember him. He's a football person.
Yeah, he needs some help. He needs you to not take down football. He needs you to help him with some curling things.
Well, here's what we can do, Jim Jeans. This I will promise to help Two Burrito Jones with sport of football. If we do this one thing for me, Jim Jeans, okay? Can we do that, spirit of curling?
Oh, all right. What do you need me to do, Jim Jeans?
All right, so I was thinking about my last dry cleaning appointment because I needed to get my new jeans, Jim Jeans, and I was wondering what I did with my most recent pair that I was going to use in next week's photo shoot, Jim Jeans. And so here's what I want you to do, Spirit of Curling.
All right.
I want to relive this conversation I had with the dry cleaning attendant, and I want you to be me, Jim Jeans, and I am going to be the dry cleaning man, so we can figure out what happened to Jim Jeans as Jim Jeans, so I can have the photo shoot with Jim Jeans at JCPenney Sports Bar, Jim Jeans.
You want me to be you? Wouldn't it make more sense for you know what? You're right. Let's do it your way.
All right. So when I say the magic word,
all right,
we're going to start. Okay.
What's the magic word?
Dry cleaning.
Oh, is that?
Hi.
Jim Jeans.
Hi. How are you?
Jim Jeans.
You're dry cleaning. We have it.
Jim Jeans.
We have your dry cleaning. It's sitting right back here.
Well, Jim Jeans.
Yes, I absolutely agree. That was a very astute comment. We run a tight ship here at Gloobal's Dry Cleaning.
You know, you're pretty cute.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
How many jeans you dried?
Well, several jeans today. Gloobal's Dry Cleaning has the most jeans dried in the entire dry state area.
No, Jim Jeans likes it when you say Jim Jeans.
Well, Mr. Jeans, or can I just call you Jim?
Ooh, you can call me that.
Or can I call you Jim Jeans?
You can call me whatever you want, cutie.
Oh, well then, sir. We are still waiting on your jeans.
Jim
They will be
Jeans?
available soon.
Jim Jeans?
Yes, your jeans.
Jim Jeans?
Yes, your jeans.
Jim Jeans?
You brought jeans here last week, and
Jim Jeans.
yes, absolutely. That's the first time anyone's ever said anything to me like that.
Jim? Jeans.
Wait. Say that one more time, but can you kind of whisper it?
Jim Jeans. Jim.
Oh, this is too much. I am at work right now. We can't do
Why
this.
don't you go to work on me, cutie?
Global's Dry Cleaning has a serious no customer and salesman policy.
But Gloobles.
But Jim
Jeans.
Jim Jeans.
Jim Jeans. Jim?
I couldn't resist.
Jeans.
I couldn't resist Jim Jeans.
If it makes you feel better, I have an idea.
Go
Why
for
don't
it.
you pretend to be... Are you married?
No, I'm not married. We
You
have a
have
strict no marrying policy.
Do you have a
at Global's Dry Cleaning.
significant other?
I have a significant brother. He's pretty famous. He is the assistant executive of Global's Dry Cleaning.
Well, why don't you pretend to be him, and I'll pretend to be you. That way, it's not a customer.
But it's my significant brother.
Yeah. Well, is there a rule against that at Grubble's Dry Cleaning?
Let me check the rule book. Section 245 Roman numeral 9. No, I don't see one.
Well, then I don't see anything wrong with it. So
If you say so.
wait until I say the magic word,
All right, I'm waiting.
brother. Hello.
Hi,
brother.
yes, hello. It's good to talk to you again.
I had a tough day at the dry cleaner.
Oh, how was it? What was tough about it?
It was just really stressful, and I need to relax now.
Oh, well, I had a very stressful day too, being assistant executive in chief of Global's Dry Cleaning Incorporated.
Oh, that sounds really stressful. Here, why don't I give you a massage?
Oh, well, that's very uncustomary. I mean, we're brothers.
There's nothing in the rules against it, is there?
Let me check. No, you're right. I was looking toward Roman numeral 9, but I didn't see any.
Well, that's great. Let me just walk on over there. Let me grab those big shoulder muscles that you have.
Oh yes. Oh, thank you.
Let me just start rubbing them.
Oh wow. I knew you had a lot of different skills, brother, but I didn't realize that this was one of them.
Oh, I have a lot of skills you don't know about.
Oh, really? I mean, you're just a salesman at Global's Dry Cleaning.
That's right. But in my off time, I'm a lot more than that.
Oh, well, brother, maybe sometime would you like to come to my office at the headquarters of Global's Dry Cleaning Incorporated, and we can learn about your other skills, maybe give you a promotion of sorts.
Do you think that would be okay? Would it be fine with your boss?
I hope it would be fine with my boss. I'm kind of nervous about talking to him, though.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know a way we can work through this.
How can we do this? How can we work through this?
How about you pretend to be your boss, and I pretend to be you,
Okay.
and I talk to him for you. That way you know what it'll be like.
Oh, I see. Let's do that then. That's a pretty good idea.
All right, just wait until I say the magic word.
All right.
boss. Well, hello there, boss of Global Incorporated. See, here's the thing. I would like to welcome my brother over to the headquarters to maybe give him a promotion and so he could show me what some of his skills are. Would that be all right with you? Well, that's great. Thank you for your time, boss. See, isn't that easy? It'll be just that easy.
Wow, you think so?
I think so.
Wow, brother, that was very impressive. That was very impressive. You have come a long way.
Thank you, brother.
And I am looking forward to giving you this promotion so you can give me another massage.
There you go. You like that?
Oh, yeah, yes, I do.
So, that's sort of what it would be like.
Really?
Jim Jeans?
Really? Amazing.
And I have some special skills too if you'd want to see them.
You have some special skills?
I do.
Well, Global's Dry Cleaning is always looking for special skills.
Well, maybe you could hire me as a special skillsman.
I could think about that. I might think about that, Jim.
That's great, Jim Jeans.
And your jeans are coming. They're coming soon.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much.
Of course.
So now you know where your jeans are.
Oh.
I sure will miss you, Jim Jeans.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you too. Jim.
Okay, so did that satisfy you?
Well, I do think so. I think that was a very satisfying simulation. And I do think about Jim a lot, and
I know you do.
Really,
I know it must hurt. It must hurt that you're going unsatisfied now. Obviously, you had something going there.
It hurts. It does hurt. And I will tell you. I will tell you the new rules of curling.
Really?
After one more thing.
Okay.
I would like to sing a hymn for Jim.
A Jim hymn?
A Jim hymn.
All right, great.
If you would sing along with me.
Sure, of course. It would be honored.
In his memory, in his good name, I want to remember all of the beautiful things that he did for us, for curling, for sport.
He was a great man until he tried to.
Yes, he was. So this is going to be in the key of Deans, because it rhymes with jeans.
Jim Deans. Oh my.
Sing along with me.
Jim! 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 Jim!
Oh, that was lovely. That was
Really? Are you satisfied now?
I am satisfied.
That's great. We
I would like
are
to thank
all
you
about satisfaction.
so much for satisfying me, satisfying my deep loss of Jim Jeans.
All right, that's a little creepy.
So now I'm going to tell you about the new rules of curling. So, I'm going to do this in sort of a format of top things, top new rules.
Wow, how many new rules are there for curling?
I believe there are 5.
Wow, okay.
I believe there are 5. So here's how we can do this. I want you to remember these rules, so I will tell you a rule, and then you can tell me what you think about it.
Oh, okay.
So that way I know you're listening, because I do
Sounds
not...
great. Yeah,
we
listening
want this to be a
comprehension.
fair game, and I do not want the football players to forget the new rules of curling, so that way they show up to the game and are like, oh, what's this?
Of course, we want to make an even playing field for both sides. That's all I'm here for.
Yes. So let's see. Let us start off with rule number 5. So the first new rule, the 5th new rule of curling is that all players must smile several times during a game, and if they do not smile several times during a game, then their faces will be coated with liquid mustard.
Oh, wow. That's really interesting. There's been a lot of sadness in the football playing community, especially after the shutdown, after all those events with little Jimmy. It's been a very sad sport, and I think that's actually good to bring some energy and some happiness back into it. So I like that.
Number 4.
Thank you.
So, number 4. The rule is that all players must move their legs during the curling match. Previously in curling, there was not necessarily a need for the legs to be moving at all times. Some of the players who just had their curling rocks, they would roll the rock and they would just stop moving. Their legs would never move. So the rule is that players must have their legs moving several times during a game, and if not, then they will get their faces coated with thick liquid mustard.
All right, I'm going to tell you, I don't think this will be a problem. There's usually a lot of motion that goes down. There's a couple players on each team that maybe spend 90% of the game not moving, but even they are moving at least once per game. So I don't know if once is enough. We might need to enforce that a little stricter. So, but I think that should be taken care of.
Number 3.
Oh, thank you.
So a big problem in curling is that there is not necessarily a lot of communication between the people who are throwing the curling rock and the people who are sweeping the curling rink. So because of that, all players must talk with other players several times throughout the game. And if they do not, then their faces will be coated with thick liquid mustard.
This one actually might be a little problematic because there are a lot of people on the football team, as opposed to a curling team. As far as I understand, has 4 people on it. Football teams have a much larger number of people. They've got the offense and defense and everything. Each has their own really sub team, and there's I don't know, hundreds maybe on football team at one time sometimes. And to let them all have a voice and let them all say something, that might take a while, but we'll see what we can do. We want to be amenable, so we'll see what we can do.
Number 2.
Thank you.
Last year in curling, we had the scandal of Dead Man's Throw, in that there was a throw of the curling rock on the curling rink, and we found out that a dead person, a dead curling player,
Wow,
threw it. It was very controversial. So, from here on out, the new rule is that all players must be alive at several points throughout the game, and if they are not, we will coat their faces with thick liquid mustard.
I gotta tell you, I don't know how well that's gonna fly. Football has a pretty large population of dead players. I can't actually recall. I think the football sports have maybe 1 or 2 on their team right now. I guess we can see what we can do about resuscitating them mid-game, even if it's just for a bit, because, of course, we want to avoid thick liquid mustard on their faces. But we'll see what we can do. We're going to try.
And finally, rule change number 1.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all of this, for all that you're sharing. Thank you. Thank you.
The number 1 most important rule of curling. That is the most recent change. So recently in curling, we have had a problem with players who tend to get hungry during games, and they will eat. And we've had problems with the curling rink getting stained. Have you ever had a stained rink? Well, the curling rink gets stained, and do you know what it gets stained with?
What?
With thick liquid mustard.
Huh.
And we cannot have that because that just gives an unfair advantage to the other teams who are trying to throw the curling rock in the curling rink. And then there's some thick liquid mustard, and it does not work. So the final rule is that players must not consume thick liquid mustard during the curling match. They must not do this several times during the curling match. And if they break this rule, we will coat their faces with thick liquid mustard.
I see no problems with that rule. That rule makes perfect sense. Nothing wrong with it. We should be able to include it with no problems. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that at all.
Are you sure? How about down on Earth, do they like thick liquid mustard?
There is a bit of thick liquid mustard in the stands, maybe, from the people watching. Usually we try to keep it off the field during the game. We're much more partial to ketchup in the midst of the actual game. So I guess no eating whatsoever, is that?
At several points.
At several points. But they can eat at certain points?
I said no eating of thick liquid mustard at several points throughout the game. And if not...
And that makes perfect sense.
If not, we will coat their faces. I've got a big tub of it right here. It is thick liquid mustard. It's a great brand, by the way. Great brand. I believe it's is it Gold Emblem? Yes, Gold Emblem.
Really?
Thick liquid mustard.
I don't know if I'm sure you're not a follower of our show, and so I'm sure you didn't hear the events of last week, but we were actually just almost assassinated by assassins from Gold Emblem. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I think maybe they might not be the most trustworthy company. Although they do, of course, make great products.
I do not know. Up in space, I mean, where we are with the flying saucers and the curling, they are now advertising a new 95% pure, unfiltered honey. It is delicious from what I've heard.
95? What is the other 5%?
I don't necessarily know, but I was watching the Space Channel.
Yeah.
The other day, it was about a week ago, and Moon News was on.
Oh yeah, we've got some friends over there.
They were tasting that honey. They really, really seemed to enjoy it. They could not say enough good things about it.
Really? Huh.
They really seemed to enjoy it. And Gold Emblem thick liquid mustard. I mean, ever since the curling shutdown, that's pretty much all we've used to enforce our rule changes.
Wow. I didn't realize curling had its own shutdown.
It did. It was shut down. Basically what happened, I can tell you the story.
I would love to hear it. I'm sure our listeners would too.
Well, usually curling...
Wow! Oh, I felt that. Did you feel that?
I did feel
I think D.
that.
Janus just let out a huge burst of gas.
Oh my goodness. Well, usually the curling match starts at 8 p.m. And it just so happened that we were getting pretty tired. It was about 9 p.m. We were an hour into the match. And so we were talking about it, and we agreed to a consensus. The curling match would be shut down.
Oh, just the one match, though.
Just the one match.
Okay.
And it was completely shut down. And we decided after the shutdown to institute some rule changes.
I see. All
And
right,
several of them had to do with thick liquid mustard.
Did Gold Emblem have anything to do with this?
Well, I believe it was the type of thing where we were playing, and we were thinking about our thick liquid mustard, and we were starting to get tired. It was surprising, because usually the curling games just go on and on and on. But no, we were very tired and thought curling should be shut down.
Well, that is quite a story. Maybe not quite as interesting as the football shutdown, if I might say. But football, again, is the superior sport. So
so you say.
It makes sense that it would have a superior shutdown.
Well, it was a pretty controversial shutdown, but I think coming
Sure
back
it was.
with these new rules, with the incorporation of Gold Emblem thick liquid mustard, I think will only change curling for the better.
Well, I sure hope so, because it could use some improvements to keep up with football.
Oh, yes. And hopefully our football players are ready.
I think
for
they
the
are.
big game.
The football sports are the best of the best. You know, we don't need to go through any sort of lengthy trials, and we don't need to test them the way the saucers are for their sports. We know they're for their players. We know that they're the best.
Well, I hope you believe that, because it's going to be quite a game.
I would think so.
Quite a game.
I would think so.
Quite.
Yeah, I would.
Quite.
I would.
Quite.
I would.
Quite.
I would.
A
Think.
game.
So
we shall see. And
yeah, we will, and I am excited. I think probably over at the Flying Saucer Planet, they're probably very excited for this.
oh yes, absolutely. They're very excited, and they're training hard. And so I hope you are training hard as well. I hope your football players are training hard.
I hope so. I think they are. I think they're prepared, but I think they're also still training. Well, thank you for your time, Spirit of Curling.
Of course, and thank you for loving Gold Emblem products. They are the best products. Do not buy anything besides Gold Emblem. Gold Emblem, thick liquid mustard. Thank you.
Hey, well, thank you for that.
Thank you, Spirit of Curling, Spirit of Mustard, thick liquid Gold Emblem.
DJs, can you hang up on him? He's just singing now. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes, that was getting a bit excessive.
That was strange. What a strange fellow, just all around.
Yes, a very strange fellow.
Well, I think we should go to a break now.
I think so, especially this bringing up Gold Emblem.
Yeah,
again. I didn't think we would. I thought we were moving past that.
I thought so too. I was hoping we were done, but I don't know. Maybe it'll just blow over. Maybe it's not actually anything to worry about. But I don't know. I always get worried when they're involved. You know,
Yes.
They try to assassinate us. Who's to say they're not up to other nefarious things? Actually, we know they're up to nefarious things. We know they're trying to shut down football, so...
Well, I hope they're not trying to shut down curling as well. That wouldn't be good, because then we couldn't have the match.
That would be... Well, I would rather them shut down curling than football, I must say.
Well, let us go to a break. Let us channel the spirit of Songman Kim to find a song.
Kim, what shall we play? Songman Kim, speak to us.
He cannot be here now, but he did give us this special message to read. It says, "Football is a sport, is a pitchfork-approved show, according to me, Songman Kim, programming director of WMC, and that was Spanish for WMC, and as long as Football is a Sport plays Pitchfork-approved songs, they will remain a Pitchfork-approved show, and it will be a best new show.
And we
need to play best new music, best new show. My name is Songman Kim. Thank you.
All right. Well, I have a song that I think you would approve of us playing.
All right.
So let's go to a break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. This is Football's a Sport on WMEC.
entire space-time continuum. Bon appetit!
I have sometimes wondered exactly how many condiments there are.
There's taco sauce and bacon, mixed white vinegar and red meat, peppercorns and fish sauce, ketchup, sour cream and onion. There's olive oil, mayonnaise and Worcestershire and hollandaise, wasabi relish, vinaigrette and MSG and curry paste, Tabasco, chutney, tartar sauce and croutons, guacamole, dip, coney island mustard, remoulade, sauce of oil chips. sauce, radish, maple syrup, and tahini sauce, and blue cheese dip. Oleo and capers, butter, hot sauce with an extra zip. There's marmalade and maple syrup, special sauce and Vegemite and lemon pickle sauce, and pimento sauce, starting like raita, pesto, caviar, and huli in a jar, pimento, jalapeno, jelly, pick up pepper, pickle. Raita, pesto, caviar, and huli in a jar, pimento, jalapeno, jelly, pick up pepper, pickle, lily. There's charcoal sauce and bacon bits with vinegar and ready red peppercorns and fish sauce, ketchup, sour cream and onion. There's olive oil, mayonnaise, and Worcestershire and hollandaise, wasabi, relish, vinegar, and MSG, curry paste, Tabasco, chutney, tartar sauce, and croutons, guacamole dip. Holy garlic mustard, remoulade sauce, oleo chips, sauce, radish, maple syrup, and tahini sauce, and blue cheese dip. Oleo and capers, butter, hot sauce, and extra zip. There's marmalade and maple syrup, special sauce, and Vegemite, and lemon pickle sauce, and pimento sauce, darkened and raita, pesto, caviar, and huli in a jar, pimento, jalapeno, jelly, pick up pepper, pick a lily. Raita, pesto, caviar, and huli in a jar, pimento, jalapeno, jelly, pick up pepper, pick a lily. Woo! There's many other condiments and lots of money to be spent. So gather all your closest friends and sample all the latest trends. Oh!
Hey guys,
Sorry we're late.
did you run into traffic?
No, just had to stop by the house to grab a few things.
You stopped by the house?
Barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce on everything I eat. Barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce on everything I eat. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. You love it, you love it, I love it, you love it. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce on everything I eat. Barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce on everything I eat. Check it out, 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 check it on everything I eat. Check it out, 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 check it on everything I eat. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. You love it, you love it, I love it, you love it. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce on everything I eat. Barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce, barbecue sauce on everything I eat.
And we are
We're back.
We are back.
Did you miss us?
We hope you missed us.
Were you unsatisfied in that break time? Hopefully you weren't. Hopefully you enjoyed all of our Pitchfork approved songs.
Yes, those were all best new song. We got the approval from Songman Kim.
Yes,
and we
gave
played
us
the
the
song.
go-ahead.
Oh, I'm very gassy right now.
Oh my.
We have also received word that a petition is going out
Yes.
to postpone the football curling game.
Yes, a lot of people think that it's too dangerous to do it right now because of all the conflicts between us and the Flying Saucers. Although really the only conflict is the game, so I'm not quite sure what they're talking about there.
Yes, I don't know if there's been any violence between fans of football and curling, but maybe there were things we missed when we were on the run last week.
It's possible.
Hammers!
Frogs. Ugh.
Bung, I can't believe it.
I
just can't believe it.
I was there, and I can't. It's just unbelievable.
It's like we weren't even there, but we were there.
We were. Of course we were.
And
where else would we have been?
I don't even know. I would be like sitting at a party or something like that. But no, we were there.
We were there.
We were absolutely there, and it was incredible.
It was. as all the people who were listening last week surely remember.
Yes. Thank you to all of our
Thank you, listeners. Yeah, we don't say that enough.
No.
Thank you for all those listeners who are with us week after week.
Listeners of this week. Listeners of the last week.
Especially the last week.
Yes,
'cause,
especially.
man, what an
It was
adventure.
so funny. But if all listeners in future weeks to come, whether you are a regular listener of Football or you are just tuning in for the first time, we thank you. We thank you for thinking of us. We thank you for staying along for the ride. We thank you for calling in at 301-314-6565. We thank you for all of your donations. We thank you for all of your kind words. We thank you for all of your doorknobs and handles. We thank you for all of your excellent sandwiches and home-cooked meals. We thank you for the fan mail. It is excellent.
Yes. Whether you are listening to this program live, whether you're listening to a recording of it, maybe, tomorrow or in a couple days from now, whether you found this in some old archive and it's 40 years in the future, whether this is the last remnant of human civilization and you're some sort of archaeologist and you're taking this as absolute fact as the way that human civilization was in the 21st century, which of course you can go ahead and do. This is a very accurate representation. I believe that this is an accurate representation, and I think that D. Janus would agree with me. I think any listeners would agree with me. And I think actually this is good. This if you're listening to this in future times, and you want to know what life was like back now. Yes, I stick with saying that. Then
it's a very accurate.
Listen on. This is very accurate.
Now, I think as we're thinking about the fans and thinking about how much they do for us, maybe to pay tribute to them, to really say thanks, we should read a couple pieces of fan mail.
I think we should. I think that would be great. We have this sack full of them.
It is a large sack.
Huge sack that the mailman just dropped off.
Yes.
We get one every week, and we've never read a single letter.
No, we haven't. We just have these large sacks in the studio.
They're taking up so much space.
Yes.
Let's here. Let me grab one. Here, let me pass one over to you.
Oh yes. Oh, good toss with the sack. Yeah. Oh, this one crinkles.
Yes, we've got very crinkly letters over here. All right. So here's a letter. This is from Christina Boygenham. So let's.
Hello, Christina.
Hello, Christina.
First off,
yeah, I'm sure you're very excited to have our letter be read. So it says, this is addressed to me specifically. It says, Dear Two Burrito Jones, I love your show. I listen to it every week. I especially love you. I love hearing your voice. I love imagining your face. I do not like D. Janus, though. He is weird and his voice scary. You know what, Christina? I don't want to read this anymore. I don't want to read any disparaging words to D. Janus.
Well, thank you, Christina. I understand. I can't appeal to everyone.
Yeah, we have two hosts for a reason. We did a lot of research when we were putting the show together in the first place, thinking about only having me as a host, thinking about only having D. Janus as a host. Did a lot of testing with demographic audiences, and they agreed.
At one point, our host was going to be just a crocker. And
yeah.
We would be the executive producers of Football as a Sport.
Unfortunately, nobody liked that idea.
Aside from my crockers.
Yes.
They loved it.
The crocker demographic loved it, but they were also very amenable towards D. Janus.
And we need to reach as many people as we can.
We do.
Football as a Sport.
But, Christina, I you know what? I'm going to take your letter. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rip it in half, and I'm going to throw it back at the sack.
Oh, and it went back in the sack.
Back in the sack. I'm going to grab another letter. Why don't you read yours there?
All right. So this letter, hold on. I need to take it out of my mouth. Oh, here we go. Oh. Now, please, please bear with me as I read this.
Of course.
This is a letter, and it's from Rick Chibble.
Rick Chibble.
It says...
Rick Chibble, I hope you're listening. I hope you're...
Hello, Rick Chibble.
Hello, Rick Chibble.
It says, Dear venerable co-host, football is a sport, and WMC, I enjoy your program. I really enjoy hearing you on the air talk about my favorite sport, football. Now, I want to tell you an important secret about myself, because I think you might find it very useful for your program. And the secret is... wait a minute. I cannot read the secret because I had the fan mail in my mouth, and it has become obscured by my saliva.
The secret.
Come
on,
I'll just keep
DJ
reading.
Janus.
I'll keep reading.
Just read past it.
Wasn't that a great secret? Oh, you betcha. Hammer. Now, I hope everything is great with you guys, and it was great seeing you in Mexico. Do you remember when we, more saliva, yes, it was really, really funny. Frogs. Now, I hope you
Frogs.
Oh,
man.
Thank you, Rick Chibble.
Oh, Rick.
I hope you have the loveliest of days, and I certainly do not think that DJness is a worse host than Two Burrito Jones.
Huh.
I enjoy both of their names, and I hope they keep both of their names. Sincerely, with best regards, Rick Chibble.
Well, that was very nice of him to say. It was very nice to hear from him.
It's very warm, very friendly.
Yes, after those misadventures we had with him in Mexico.
Yes, yes. So let me throw it back in the sack.
Of course,
well.
yeah.
And whoopsie daisy, whoop, back in the sack.
I have a letter here that's actually from the great Football Johnson. It looks like he wrote into us a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Probably after the events of last season, the winter season, the fall to winter season. At the very end of that season. But yeah, he wrote us in. He wrote into us. So let's see what he has to say. I'll try to do my best to read it in his voice. Dear D. Janus and Two Burrito Jones, you guys are a slam dunk. Sports. You put many work into doing sports. You put sports in good name. You are good sports. Thank you for all your sports. Keep up hard work with sports. I apologize if my writing is not very sports. My skull is still slipping out of my face. Sports. Football Johnson.
Oh, always great to hear from the legendary Football Johnson.
Yes. And it's good to know that he's readjusting to having his skull back in his head.
Yes.
I know that must have been trying for him when he did not have a skull.
If it wasn't for him, the sport of football might not even exist anymore.
Yeah, it might have been wiped out prematurely.
Yes. Thank you, Football Johnson. Now, one last letter. I believe I have pulled this one specially from the sack. I used my sack finger to reach in.
Let's see what you got.
So let's see. This is an interesting name. His name is, Golden Blem.
Golden Blem.
Golden Blem.
Well, Golden Blem, I hope you're listening right now.
And this letter, it says, to the host, football is a sport. It is not over. Prepare yourself. Golden Blum is great product. You know it. We know it. It is not over. Prepare yourself. Braga bra. Sincerely, Golden Blum.
Well, I have no idea what any of that means. I have no idea who this Golden Blum fellow is.
Oh, I have no idea.
Sounds like he's trying to scare us, and we will not be scared here.
We will not be scared. If you're listening to us, Golden Blum, we will not be scared. No.
We will not.
No.
We cannot be. We faced Gold Emblem's assassins. We faced little Jimmy, who had just turned 9. We faced down a lot of adversaries in our time here. We will not be scared by whatever the hell you're talking about.
If Gold Emblem cannot even take us down, then
Yeah.
how in the bloody hell will Golden Blum take us down?
How could they? Golden Blum, I don't think you're anything compared to Gold Emblem.
No.
I've never heard of you. You're certainly not a multi-billion-dollar corporation as far as I know.
Yes, as far as we know, Golden Blum, Gold Emblem was just this towering empire, and you are just a sorry letter writer. So we're very sorry, Golden Blum. But you are no Gold Emblem, and Gold Emblem was no match for us.
Your attempts to scare us have failed.
So we will just continue on with our merry program.
We will. I think it's a very happy program. You know, we had Bleak Week, but this is a different type of week that's not bleak.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a week of satisfaction.
Yeah, Satisfaction Week.
Where everybody is back together. We are back in the studio, back in We are learning new languages. We are satisfying listeners. We are
Satisfying the spirit of curling.
Yes, we are satisfying the spirit of curling. It's good. It's good to feel satisfied.
You know who we were in the process of satisfying in weeks past? Legal Sir. Who we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, good call.
We
Very
were
good
trying
call.
to satisfy him by setting him up with his lady friend Susan. Do you want to maybe while we're in the process of satisfying, see how another
satisfied individual, maybe.
see how he's doing. Make sure he's still satisfied.
Of course, let us do that. Let me get the receptacle, and we will give Legal Sir a little call. So, hold on. Call waiting.
I think you have to press pound.
Oh.
And then 7. No, 7. No, hang on. You're trying to. That's. No, now you're going into messages. You have 3 new messages.
Hold on. Let's check my voicemail.
Hello, D. Janus. This is your long-lost brother.
All right, next message. And one more, I guess.
Hey, D. Janus. It's Two Burrito Jones. I just want to let you know that you left your crap in my toilet. You didn't flush. I don't know what's up with that. But I guess I'll see you at the studio tonight, so we can hash it out there. Oh, hang on, I gotta go. There's a flying saucer in my front yard.
Finally.
Hello, you've reached the legal department, Gold Emblem. This is Legal Sir. How may I help you?
Hello, Legal Sir.
Oh,
It's D. Janus.
Janus, it's so good to hear from you.
How are you?
How have you been? How did you deal with the assassins?
It was amazing. I don't want to go back through it.
I don't want to make you relive that experience. I'm sure it was horrifying.
Many inside jokes were born
sure.
as a result of the experience.
Sure. Well, how have you been since then?
I have been fairly quaint, but
that's great.
Not too bad. It has been good to be back at WMSW.
Did you receive the letter?
Which letter?
From Gold Emblem.
No. We only got a few letters. One of them did seem a little bit weird by someone. It seems like a fine scholar named Golden Blum.
Golden Blum.
But nothing from Gold Emblem.
That's strange. I was sure there was supposed to be a letter sent out to you.
Would it have been on a legal memo?
It wasn't from me. It was from higher up the chain.
Oh, really?
But anyway, I suppose it didn't go through. So maybe the message was canceled. So I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
All right, I won't worry then. We're not worrying.
Anyway, I wanted to thank you. Things with Susan have been wonderful.
Oh, really?
It's getting very serious, even though it's only been a few weeks.
Spending a lot of time in the break room?
We are. It's lovely.
So what do you think you're going to do next? What are the next steps?
I don't know. I'm worried. I don't want to make things move too fast. Working for Gold Emblem is a very dangerous job. Something could happen to me, and I wouldn't want to do that to Susan if we're getting serious. And I guess I'm scared to commit because of that.
Well, it is a very fair point. But as we like to say on Football is a Sport, you should commit to the game. You should commit to life. You should commit to football. And if anything seems to stand in your way, if you get skeptical at any point, if at any point your life seems very, very quaint, it is because you are not committed enough.
So you're saying I should commit fully to her?
Well, potentially. Are you feeling quaint?
I have been feeling rather quaint the past week, yes?
Tell me about your quaintness.
Well, I don't know. It's just been my life has been revolved so much for the past. I've been working for Gold Emblem for about 6 years now, and for the past 6 years it's been more or less revolved entirely around that. But then I met Susan, and I'm certainly not saying that Susan being in my life has been quaint. Susan is far from quaint, but it's just having her in my life has made me realize just how quaint the rest of my life is. I work, I go to Gold Emblem every day, and I work for 9 hours, and then I go home, and I eat my honey, and I sleep. And that is a very quaint existence. I don't quite know if I want that to be my life anymore.
Well, legal, sir. I think you know what you need to do.
I should quit Gold Emblem.
Oh, I was going to say, you should go tell her how you feel.
No, I should do that too. You're right, but I don't know that I can work for Gold Emblem anymore, D. Janus. I told you that they're up to nefarious things, and I've had to do quite bad things working for them.
Like what? Like what have you had to do?
Oh well, I don't know if I can tell you this before I've fully terminated my position here, and I don't know how well that will go over with the higher ups, my bosses.
Please, legal sir, if you need to whisper, if you need to speak in another accent, so it feels like it doesn't sound like you over the transmissions. Whatever you need to do.
Tell you what,
please tell us.
I heard you were in Mexico last week.
Yes.
And do you know any Spanish?
I'm starting to learn. We're all about learning on Football as a Sport.
How about I tell you what I've had to do in Spanish?
That sounds excellent.
Okay. Yo necesito brainwasho el hosts de la News Luna. Did you follow that? Do you understand?
Yeah. You had to put a finger in the canary?
I had to do that too, but that's not what I was trying to tell you. El News Luna.
El Luna News.
Si.
The Moon News. Moon News.
You can say that if you want. I couldn't possibly comment in English.
Oh, I see. You had to wash the hosts of Moon News?
Something like that.
Oh, incredible. I'm glad they're clean now. I'm glad they're very clean.
They're quite clean. Their minds are quite clean now.
So clean, so clean. Well, so legal, sir, if you're really going to quit, how are we going to know what Gold Emblem is up to? How are we going to know if we're still safe?
That's true. I must say I feel indebted to you for your part in hooking me up with Susan.
What are you going to do with Susan about Susan if you are no longer working for the company? Is there any way for you to stay in touch with her?
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps it would be best to stay on the inside.
You can't go into the break room if you don't work for the company.
That's
Have you ever
true.
heard of anyone who just goes into another company's break room,
I-
even if they make great products?
I've certainly never heard of that, and before me and Susan did, as far as I know, nobody had ever been into the break room. So, and I have certainly enjoyed my times there with Susan.
Well,
Perhaps it
legal,
would be best to stay on the inside, to be your
Yes.
to be your eyes and your ears, but I certainly don't want them to catch on. I feel that even talking about this over the phone would be dangerous. Maybe I should at some point come visit the studio so we can talk more candidly.
Oh, please, that would be absolutely lovely. If you're on a break, say you're going to the break room.
Yes.
Please come visit. Please, we would love to hear.
I'm afraid I won't be able to do that today, but perhaps on your next program.
That would be very lovely, legal sir. It would be much, much appreciated. Because we need to know what Gold Emblem is up to.
Of course.
Especially if we are not safe. Especially if we've not escaped for good.
Yes, I must say that even after all the time I've spent working for them, I feel no sense of loyalty towards them. But you have been a true friend to me.
And you have been an excellent legal sir.
Thank
to
you.
me.
That is all I can be. And I certainly would love to repay that.
Well, legal sir, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything.
Of course.
Without you, we wouldn't be here today, my co-host, 2 Burrito Jones and I. We could potentially still be in Mexico with the frogs and the hammers. Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
It's okay. It was too... You had to be there last week.
I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness. But thank you, legal sir.
Yes, of course. You are very welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you now?
I think we are in good shape. I think we're in very good shape. And please let me know if you're coming to visit, because I would love to see you.
I certainly will.
All right. Well, take care, legal sir.
Thank you. Let me transfer you to our goodbye department.
All right.
Goodbye.
Well, that was very reassuring.
That was.
And I hope that legal sir is okay.
I do. Gold Emblem, the more and more we hear about them, the more dangerous they seem, and I certainly would hate for anything to happen to him.
Yes, especially with the spirit of curling, whatever she was saying.
Whatever it was.
I don't even know, but Gold Emblem, they seem to be expanding their empire.
Yeah, to mustard and... some of my friends up in space have been talking about some space products that they've been producing.
Oh, yes.
Some space juice, space lax, things of those types.
Space lax. The 95% filtered honey.
95.
What are they going to come up with next?
I don't know. I guess we can only wait. Hopefully we hear from Legal Sir. Maybe he can give us some insight.
Hopefully so.
But in the meantime, all we can do is wait, I guess.
I guess so. And speaking of waiting, Dan is here with us.
Yes.
We have him. He has come to... And he is here.
Hello, Dan.
Dan, how are you?
I cannot hear myself.
Dan, just speak into my microphone then. It's okay.
Hey, guys. Why so serious today? What is Gold Emblem, or Emblem of Gold?
Oh, you have never had a Gold Emblem product? They were our sponsor for the entire last season.
Oh, I've heard the Bronze Emblem product. Turns out that it was actually shit because shit is a bronze color, and they just give us shit, and that's all we got. And we were very pissed off with that. I hope your shit isn't the color of gold either.
Well, not anymore.
No.
I don't know if you heard, but Gold Emblem, they tried to assassinate us.
They did.
The assassins showed up last week, and then a lot of different things happened that were
Different
amazing.
and exciting.
Yes, but the fact of the matter is that we are still here today, even after going to Mexico.
Ooh, Mexico.
Have you ever been, Dan?
Yes, I have. I had a lot of pleasures there, if you know what I mean.
You had a lot of pleasure in Mexico.
Yes.
Were you satisfied?
I had a lot of tacos, if you know what I mean.
Oh, wow.
Oh, do you speak any Spanish?
Oui.
Ah,
Wow,
yes.
that's very good.
It was very eloquent. You're like a poet. You're like a bilingual poet. Amazing.
Grazie. Ich bin ein Berliner.
Wow. I don't even know those words.
Those are even newer Spanish words. If only we knew so many Spanish words.
It's great. Like if you just yell a lot of Spanish at them, they will offer a lot of things like tacos and more tacos.
We do like tacos here on Football is a Sport. They are very, very tasty.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Dan, would you like to teach us some Spanish while you're here? We are all about learning, and we are trying to expand our lexicon so we can reach listeners across the world who are interested in football.
Okay. Here's the thing. Football in Mexican is football.
So let's all say that on the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 2 and a quarter, 2 and 2 quarters, 2 and fish, 2 and 2 fish, 2 and sake, 2 and salad crouton fish, 2 and 7 fish on bicycles in a park on a freezing Friday afternoon by the seashore with a crumpet pretending to be a fish. 3. Football.
Football.
Wow, I feel like I learned a lot there.
That was really, really great.
That's all you need to know.
Wow.
They'll go nuts.
Thank you very much, Dan.
The only Spanish we'll ever need to know.
Remember, learn languages. They're not hard. They're not that hard. Like, I know 14 languages. And 7 of them are intergalactic.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of languages.
I guess after traveling around so much, you've interacted with a lot of different people. Now tell me, Dan, are tacos the same in different places?
Yeah, actually, they use higher ingredient down there. You know how like a Taco Bell's meat is only 36% meat?
Yeah.
Oh.
You heard about that?
I have heard rumors through the taco vine.
And the rest 70%. What the rest 70% or so is just soy protein and shit like that.
Oh.
Well, in Mexico, those 70% are made of gold.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Gold.
So it's a 36% meat and 74% gold and various other things like emerald or diamond or whatever natural resource that Mexico has.
Gold tacos.
I wonder if that has anything to do with gold emblem.
It's just taco in Mexico.
That sounds awfully familiar. Yes, if there's no brand, it's just taco, but it's all gold.
Gold tacos. Huh.
Gold tacos.
I wonder if El Football Grande knows anything about those gold tacos and about gold emblem.
That's a very good question. Why don't we give him a call?
Why don't we call him up? See what he has to say.
Let's see. Let me find the cellular receptacle. Here we go.
Okay, you got it this time. Remember, it's you got to do it, and then 3 for the outside. Okay, you got it. Hola.
Hello, Football Grande.
Hola, DJness.
Me gusta.
Me gusta.
So we were calling to see how you were doing. How are you doing?
Sí, muy bien.
Yes. Tell me, have you eaten any tacos recently?
Sí, el taco gold.
Oh, hopefully none with frogs in them.
Muy bien.
But tacos.
Sí.
Gold tacos.
Sí, el taco de gold.
Sounds awfully familiar. We have been having issues, as you know. The reason we came to Mexico.
Con el asasinizos.
Yes, the assassins. They were coming from us, from Gold Emblem, and so we were wondering if the gold in the tacos had anything to do with the gold in the emblem.
Well, el gold let me try. The gold is from a company in los Estados Unidos. No sé el nombre.
They don't have a name?
No, I don't know the name.
Oh.
Porque es un company, es de gold. Es a gold company.
They just have gold.
Sí, es muy, it's on their logo.
What does the logo look like?
Es gold, is un bear. It's got el honey in a bear.
Wait a minute. I hope you're not doing anything at the moment, because you need to wait a minute.
Sí, yo wait un minuto.
Are you telling me that Gold Emblem has gold tacos in Mexico?
No sé el Gold Emblem porque es posible.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to think now. Gold Emblem knew we were in Mexico then. They knew.
Sí.
And
es posible.
It could not possibly be over.
Yeah, sí.
Especially after the hammer.
Sí, el hammer. Oh.
It was so funny.
Oh, es muy bien. Es muy bien.
We did enjoy those tacos that we ate. But
sí.
Are they gold tacos? Gold Emblem? I don't know what to think. I'm scared. But I don't know. At least I don't have hepatitis.
Sí. No tengo hepatitis C.
No hepatitis. That's what ultimately counts. So I think I'm okay. But I'm a little bit worried. Because maybe those tacos were a sign that they know.
Yo tengo una idea. Idea. I have an idea.
Please tell me.
I can send you some of the taco meat from the gold tacos. I can go to a taco store and get a gold taco, and I can send it to you. You can look at it, see if you get any information from it.
That's a very good idea. I would really like to observe your meat.
Sí, yo tengo mucho meat, so I can send you some right now.
All right, yes, please send it over. Do you have LinkedIn Whole Wheat?
Sí, el Whole Wheat LinkedIn. Sí, I can send you that right now.
All right, the address is Football is a Sport.
Sí, I'll put that in right now.
All right, let me know when you are about to hit send.
Okay, I have the meat. I will put it in the transporter. Okay, send. Okay.
And we have meat here at...
Great. Is there anything else I can do for you right now?
I think we're good for the moment, but thank you so much, El Football Grande.
No problemo.
We're trying to thank all of our fans and all of our collaborators during this program because we do care. We are listening to you as much as you may listen to us, and you did help save our lives in Mexico, so... We greatly appreciate your duty.
Sí. Tú tienes mucha satisfacción.
Yes. We're glad to hear you're satisfied. But please take care, El.
Sí, and to you.
So we have some meat.
Got the meat.
So before we finish up the program, let us at least observe the meat.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should taste it.
I think that's a bad idea now that we know that it has something to do with Gold Emblem. But we can send it over to Crew Manning and Brad. Maybe they can analyze it for us.
Also true. This could be Brad's big moment in the sun.
Could be Brad's break. We could have a breaking Brad on our hands.
Breaking Brad. I do think that Brad's factions would enjoy that quite a bit.
I think so. But let's take a look. It looks very meaty. It does kind of seem shiny, though.
It does seem very, very shiny. Oh, and what's? Do you see that? It looks to be brown.
It is quite brownish.
It looks like feces a little bit. Hold on.
Kind of smells like it too.
I know what that is.
What is this?
I used to have cats. That is cat feces.
Ugh.
How did that end up in the meat?
Taco meat? I don't know. That seems like
And it looks like these portions are slightly drier, as if they weren't exposed to air.
strange.
Very bizarre.
This is a new thing for Gold Emblem to be up to. It's not quite what I expected from them.
Yes, I'm surprised, but with this cat feces.
Cat feces. What are they up to? I don't know.
What are they up to? What are they going to do next? At this point, I'm tired of it, but we need to survive.
We have to survive. That's all we can do here on Late Night Football as a sport.
Really? If we could take them down somehow.
I don't know. Only. It might come to that. I think they could certainly. They certainly need to be knocked down a peg or two.
Yes.
Hopefully,
several pegs.
Hopefully, with Legal Sir's help on the inside, we can maybe get a plan going.
I think so. I think that would be very, very, very great. Because I just want to get back to the good life. I just want to get back to the football curling match.
Yeah,
I want to get back to my analysis. I want to get back to our commentary. I want to get back to what we do best, and that is football.
Football. Things were so much simpler when that was all we had to focus on.
Yes.
Now, when we didn't have to worry about all this Gold Emblem stuff, back before, all that shit hit the fan.
Yes.
All that cat shit hit the fan.
Well, I guess all we can do is stay positive.
Yeah.
We can stay satisfied. We can keep on continuing to satisfy our listeners as we proceed to give them what they need.
Yeah, that's really the best thing we can do.
And we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll hear from Legal Sir.
I hope so.
Maybe even we'll hear back at some point from Seymour Clumps.
Maybe.
And maybe from the President and Petey.
Who knows what any of those people are up to?
Yes, we have no idea whatsoever.
We've been in Mexico for a week, so we've sort of missed out.
But that is why we need to take down Gold Emblem. Several pegs, so we can focus on the things that matter.
Yes, exactly. Football.
Football. Football. Football.
Football.
So let's end tonight with a chant of sorts.
Let's do it. I think that would be good.
I think
that would satisfy our listeners, and I think it would satisfy me.
And I think it will help us. It will help remind us what is most important. So let's do this. What is the most important thing?
Football! Football!
Why are we here? Why are we here?
Football! Football!
What is the most important thing?
Football! Football!
Where did you leave my trousers last night?
Football! Oh, I put them on the dresser.
What is the most important thing?
Football! Football!
What do we need to focus our attention on and defeat Gold Emblem for?
Football!
What is the name of the radio station our program is on?
Oh, no, it's WMC du jour.
What is the most important thing?
Football! Football!
Say it one more time.
Football!
Say it one more time.
Oh, football!
And let's do it just once more.
Okay, football! Football!
Yes.
Great.
I think they understand now.
I think I understand. I think they understand. I think there's a lot of understanding, a lot of satisfaction going around. So I think we will go ahead and end up here. Thank you, all you listeners, again. Thank you, you future archaeologists or current listeners, whoever you may be.
Thank you to all of our fans. Thank you to Dan. Thank you to Songman Kim, who is helping us find our final song.
Thank you to El Fútbol Grande, and Legal Sir and all our friends that we've been in contact with.
And we will see where this journey takes us. The only way to know is if you tune in next week.
Yeah.
The week after that.
Can't miss an exciting episode. So we are going to end now, as I said. So until next time, remember to stay satisfied. Remember to watch out for meat with cat feces in it. And remember, football is a sport.
This has been
Football is a Sport on
WMC
WMC. Good night, listeners.